Alright, we're back, guys. We're gonna head back to Esthar now, and we're gonna figure out what their plan is to defeat Ultimecia. Sounds to me like they're just gonna lure her back in time, fill her in a room filled with shit, after feeding her lots of food and laxatives, to cause even more shit, to creep her out so bad that she doesn't want to go through with her plans anymore. It's a good plan. Oh, but that reminds me. Guys, so, on disc 3, roughly around this part of the game, I need to switch. I don't want to function. Crap. Okay, hang on. I don't want to be using Renoa right now, unless I have to be using Renoa. Yeah, it won't let me switch them, so let me hop out of here real quick. It'll cause such crippling embarrassment they don't want her to live anymore. Right? Like, if you want to defeat an overpowerful, like, a super powerful enemy, just cause them to shit themselves. They won't want to be a part of it anymore. Okay, why won't you let me swap my characters? What's going on here? Is it literally just won't let me swap them right now? Is that what the problem is? Or do I need to have Steve in my party? There we go, okay. Hopefully that's problem solved. Oh, why wouldn't let me do it on the airship? That's... Anyway, so, if you're wondering, how can I make the best weapons in the game? This is the good time to just go around and get all the items if you didn't do the card modding stuff. Although if you did the card modding stuff, you probably have a bunch of the items already. That said, if you're needing energy crystals, moonstones, and elm oil cards, you can also get here. Though, you probably are not going to need them by the time you're done. What you want to do is you want to follow this path. You want to go up here. When you get to this intersection here, you want to go down to the south. There we go. And on this map, you can see this dude here. He's kind of sitting on the railing. When you talk to him, he'll just go and then transform into a one of the elm oils. And then if you leave the screen and come back, he'll be there again. You just keep doing that over and over again until you get all your moonstones and energy crystals. Now, I believe the average level for them has to be above level 30 to get the energy crystals, so I'm not 100% on that. But they are pretty strong as well. Blizzard? What the fuck? Who wants Blizzard at this point in the game? Oh, and there are there are farts. There are fights at this part of the game too. So if you want to put your encounter none ability on or use F2, you can. My brain just woke up and is mixing words together. Is this where we need to go? The president is waiting. Okay, where's he waiting? How am I still only seed rank 7, by the way? That kind of looks like Windhill on the image up there. You have permission, please. This way. President is waiting. The president is waiting. Ward. Heroes. And that's probably... What is up with this country? Oh, sure. Hey there! Been wanting to meet you guys. You guys were the ones who were inside my head, right? Alone told me. It was like there were some kind of waves running through my head. They gave us so much power during battle. We thought they were some kind of fairies flying over us. So I'm Laguna, President Laguna Loire of Esthar. Pleased to meet you. If we weren't in a state of emergency, I'd talk to you some more. But, well, whatever. Let's talk. What do you want to know? You'll never keep it going. You'll never get going if President Laguna keeps talking. So why don't you guys throw out some questions and he'll try to answer them. Man, you look way too serious. Whatever. Where's Alon? What the heck has he done with his life? Don't you wonder? When Alon was about 2, there was a massive hunt for girls in Esthar. Esthar soldiers came to Windhill, and El's parents resisted. They were killed on the spot. The massive hunt was to find the successor for Esthar's ruler, Sarsis Adel. Alon was raised by Rain, who lived next door, and I came to know her. Then there was another massive hunt for a successor in Esthar again. El was taken away, even though I was there. It's the most painful episode of my life. So I rescued her, and I sent her off to Windhill. Shortly after that, Rain died. And Alon was sent straight to an orphanage. Why didn't you go back to Windhill with her? I wanted to, but I had my reasons. I found out about this afterward, but the reason why Alon had to leave the orphanage was because of her special power. Doc Odine wanted to do research on Alon's special power. He looked for her everywhere. The owners of the orphanage were Sid Kramer and his wife Adea. You know them better than I do. The Kramers took Elle out of the orphanage to protect her. They prepared a big ship to accommodate her. Gracious of them, huh? After a while, the ship turned into another orphanage and Elle looked after all the kids. She said her life on the ship was a happy one, but who knows? I don't know how she could have been happy on a ship. She was on the ship for over 10 years. That ship was attacked by Galbadia recently. Esthar ships rescued them, and she finally met up with me. It was pure luck that we found her. I was out in space at that time. Alon followed me out to space. Little Elle was all grown up. Then she told me everything. Did she get back safely from space? Our escape pod rescue team was a little late. Alon was taken into custody by Galbadia. She's inside Lunatic Pandora. We're gonna rescue her. Help us out, okay? Tell me about Rain. Rain's story? Some other time, maybe. No, I can't. It's too much for me to remember. You know what I've been doing all my life, right? You were a silly Galbadian soldier. I didn't like your attitude at all. But I understood the bond between the three of you. Then you changed after you went to Windhill. Then Alon was abducted by Esthar and you went on a journey to get Alon back. You wrote articles and appeared in movies to get by. You were trying to find a way into Esthar. You somehow got into Esthar and rescued Alon. I got a lot of help along the way. What I don't understand is, why are you the president? Wanna know? It's a long story. You wanna hear it? Really? Okay, I'll tell you. I only set out to rescue Alon, but of course that wasn't the end of the story. It's a country ruled by Sarsis Adel, with the ingenious yet inhumane Odine. Both of them were interested in Alon. We couldn't just pack up and leave. Adel will be angry. My research will be kaput! Odine only thought about his research. But while researching under Adel's orders, he was still making many inventions. Also, why is Elle chasing Ward? It was a device to seal magic, sealing facility. Maybe Adel can be defeated. I owed a big favor to the Adel resistance who helped me rescue alone. I spoke with my comrades. 2 issues came up. First, stopping the crystal pillar from calling monsters from the moon and destroying everything like what happened in Sentra. Second, freeing Esthar from Adel's hands. We planned and planned, based on my brilliant ideas, of course. We're back. Back in the Lunatic Pandora research facility. There's only one goal. Following Odin's instructions, we operated the panel and moved the crystal pillar. We set the course and the stop point in the ocean and... goodbye. Whoa! Hey, Vector! That was easy, but we were found out. So we gathered for a final battle to lure Adel. Dude, she's gigantic. Adel appeared as we expected. What is going on? We hunted down the culprit who moved the crystal pillar. Where? Inside there. Alone's been taken hostage. I knew she would go in right away if I mentioned Alone. You thought I would fall for that trick. And Adele realized that Alone was a hologram, but it was too late. Yeah, of course. My plans are always... Perfect! Kiros, Ward, now! Piece of cake! Adele was careless. She may be a sorceress, but after all, she was human. The fucking gigantic human. We succeeded, but we couldn't keep such a dangerous sorceress around as a trophy. We had to do something. So we decided to send her far, far away. Someplace very far. Into outer space. Oh, there's three. 3 Ragnaroks, look at that. They mailed her to the pass to be someone else's problems. And that about wraps that part up. The real work began after that. A fierce debate ensued about who should govern this country after Zell was gone. I wasn't paying too close attention while they made me up to be this hero of the revolution, and I ended up being president. But I made a lot of noise about wanting to do research on Alone. It was a mistake to send Alone back. Alone back to Rain. Rain died, and Elle was sent to the orphanage. If I had only gone to Windhill with Elle, I would have been able to see Rain one last time. Rain was dead, Alone missing. My job kept me busy. I was left here thinking about this and that, and before I knew it, all this time had passed. Well, that's about it. You should have sent Kiros or Ward to live there. Explain the mission, defeat all players. Ah, straight to the heart of the matter, just like a workaholic seed. Is it my turn? Yeah, make it short and easy to understand. I will talk however I want. Yeah. Source's idea told me everything. Sorceress Ultimecia comes from the future to possess the sorceress of present day, meaning she leaves her body in the future and sends only her consciousness here. Does that sound familiar to you? It's like when Alone sent our consciousnesses back to the past. You're a smart one! My first guess was that someone in the future with an ability like Alone was sending the sorceress back here to our time. But no, that is not the answer. How comes the sorceress come back to this time? You want to hear now? I kept it a secret to surprise you. It is because of me, Odin. I researched Alone's power long ago. I made out a pattern from the electric current running through Alone's brain. Once the pattern was determined, it was easy to mechanize. It may only be a toy right now, but in the time of Ultimecia, it is an impressive working machine. Which means there is a machine which imitates Alone's power. It is I who made the first model of that machine. I named the machine Junction Machine Alone. It is a wonderful thing to know that my invention is used in the future. Junction Machine Alone. That's about it. So Sorceress Ultimecia came to know about Alone from that machine, and L became Ultimecia's target. You can't blame Odin, it's useless. You want to go outside? You want to fisticuffs? Okay, we continue the story. Let's see. There is only one way to defeat Ultimecia. You must kill her in the future. There is nothing we can do unless we go to the future. There is no way to jump to the future under normal circumstances, but there is still a way. It is because Sorceress Ultimecia plans to compress time. Compressing time with magic. What good will it do for the sorceress to compress time? There may be many reasons, but it doesn't matter. Let's just figure out what Ultimecia is up to. In order for Ultimecia to exist in this time, she must take over the body of a sorceress from the present. But the machine must have a limit. Ultimecia probably needs to go back further in time to achieve time compression. Only Alone can take her back further in the past. That is why she is desperately seeking her. We must take advantage of Alone's power. There are two sorceresses in our time, Sorceress Steve and Sorceress Adel. Of the two, Adel has not yet awakened. Once regeneration is completed, neither Laguna nor I will be safe. Sorceress Adel is probably in the process of awakening inside Lunatic Pandora. If Ultimecia will want to protect Adel, if Adel wakes up. That will be a horrible event. Adel is a horrible sorceress. If Adel's consciousness wins over Ultimecia, Adel will first destroy this era. So we must use Sorceress Steve to inherit Ultimecia's power. So that's all for the mission briefing. First, go to Lunatic Pandora. Alone's probably being held captive inside, so rescue her first. Then kill Sorceress Adel before the awakening process is completed. Now, we're left with Steve as the only sorceress of this era. Then wait for Ultimecia to possess Steve. When Ultimecia arrives, it's Alone's turn. Alone will send Steve back to the past with Ultimecia. Alone will have to send Steve and Ultimecia inside another sorceress she knows in the past. Adia or Adel, that's up to Alone. Once Ultimecia is in the past, she'll use the time compression magic. We will see some influence here. I don't know what kind of influence, but once Alone feels it, she'll cut Steve and Ultimecia off from the past. Steve will come back to this world, Ultimecia goes back to her own world. What would be left is the time-compressed world. Past, present, future will all get mixed together. You will keep moving through the time compression towards the future. Once you're out of the time compression, that will be Ultimecia's world. It's all up to you after that. So you were briefed about the mission? I don't really understand it either. Will you do it? Yeah, alright. Alright! Let's go! We'll get aboard the Ragnarok. Let's do a final briefing in there. I always wanted to ride that thing. Plus the name sounds so cool. Alright. Everyone. From here, we go straight to our final target, Ultimecia. Let's go over the plan again. First, enter Lunatic Pandora to rescue Alone. Next, you fight Sorceress Adel. It'll be a surprise attack, show no mercy. Now, here comes the tricky part. Adel will need to pass on her powers before being defeated. Steve, will you be willing to accept them? Yes. Good. Next, we wait for Sorceress Ultimecia to possess Steve. This will be hard on you, Steve, but will you do it? Yes. That's the spirit. Then Alone sends Steve and Ultimecia to the past. Alone brings back Steve, then head to the future through compressed time. Ultimecia lives far in the future where none of us can technically exist. There's only one way to make yourself exist in a world like that. As friends, don't forget one another. As friends, believe in one another. Believe in your friend's existence, and they'll also believe in yours. To be friends, to like one another, to love one another. You can't do these things alone. You need somebody. Right, guys? What place reminds you of your friends? Imagine being in that place with all of your friends. Once time compression begins, think of that place and try to get there. That's all. That place will welcome you. You'll be able to get there no matter what period you're in. You need love and friendship for this mission, and the courage to believe it. It's all about love, friendship, and courage. I'm counting on you guys. I don't know. Love and friendship and all that sounds corny, but everyone seems up for it. You think it'll succeed? We'll try. Oh, he got a leg cramp. Alright, so we're gonna go land our ship and then save. Then once we're done saving, we're gonna shit our pants all over the floor. Maybe not on the floor, but beside the floor. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna make one brief stop before we are done. Before we do that. So over here, on this side of the map, there's an island. This island right here. This island is known as the isle closest to hell. Okay, see? This island has like incredibly strong monsters on it, but we're not going to be there to fight them. What we do want to do though, if you run around, you can find drop points. Just random drop points. Is it actually the island closest to hell? Maybe. You can find stuff like aura, flare. There is quite a few of them, but unfortunately they're invisible. You can't see them. I wish with the moon find ability you could see them, but I'm not having much luck with them right now. Game, stop fucking with me. What the hell? You just run around pressing the X button, and eventually you will find these draw points, maybe. Another flare. Triple. There's quite a few triple flare and aura draw points here as well, so it's a pretty decent area to go to get them. Also Ultima. There's a few Ultima draw points, but I never remember exactly where they are on here. Here's another one. I should cast one Ultima spell though, so you guys can actually see what Ultima looks like. Pretty neat. So if you're looking to get the achievement for 100 draw points too, this is a good place to go to do it. Hang on, Meteor. Lots of really good spells here. You can also get Holy, but I'm not finding any Holy. There's another Ultima. Well, you never seem to get very much with them as far as It's Holy. Unfortunately, nobody can draw Holy. Another Meteor. See, a lot of good stuff can be found here, though. There's also the island closest to heaven, but I don't know if it has draw points on it. It might. I haven't bothered to check. Yeah, there can be something like that as well. In fact, since we're here, we may as well go check the island closest to heaven. The island closest to heaven is in a similar spot. It's on the other side of the world. I think this is it. No, this is Milfi. Might be this one. One of these little islands on the other side of the world. No, still Milfi. Yeah, I'm not 100% certain which one is the isle closest to heaven. This is it. Yeah, I don't know if there's drop points on this island as well. There might be. Yep, there are. Okay, so you can get Quake. Full life. That's pretty sick, actually. Ultima. Aura. Flare. Meteor. You 10 gauge? Been busy at work and at home? No worries. I appreciate all the time you give me nonetheless. Just showing off the island of closest to hell and the island closest to heaven. I figure while I'm here I might as well try to draw everything I can. You get some good spells here. I stream it good. Funny thing is, I tend to stream at an inconvenient time for most other people because they're working, but for people who get to work from home, it's pretty good. But I work 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. so. Just Anatomy, hello, welcome. You know what, guys? We're gonna go over here. We're gonna spend 5,000 gil, and we're gonna get the. We're gonna go get another draw of Ultima for Squall. Used to work the 3 a.m. shift. Till 3 a.m. or starting at 3 a.m. Because I used to work 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. But then they added in some automation overnight and just shifted me down to 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. But I hated that shift because I felt like I'm not a morning person, so I felt like I had no time to do anything. Starting at 3 a.m. Gotcha. Six Ultimas. Perfect. 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. still isn't great, but at the same time, I have time in the afternoon to stream or go do stuff if I need to. I don't really do anything in the evening usually anyway, and I work from home, so anything I do online. How many Ultimas do I have? 81. We're getting there. Charge me 5,000 and you can't even use it anymore? That's hilarious. I was curious about that. I wasn't sure if it would just recharge or not. Go back to that. It's like you're on a completely different schedule from your friends and family, yeah. Like we raid in FF14 Tuesdays and Sundays. I technically work on Sunday. or I technically work on Tuesdays, so before we start the rating stuff, I have to, or before we started rating, I had to basically say to everybody, if you want to do this, just know that sometimes work will interfere. It's a thing. It's only happened like once, but the possibility exists. All right, hang on, guys. We're gonna save here, take our break, and then we will go and continue on. So I just wanted to show you guys that while we could. It's an easy way to get some pretty cool spells. All right, don't go anywhere. We've got more FF8 for you here in just a moment.